Good evening and a very warm welcome to the KDF Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Patience Asambu. The Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. And in our highlights tonight, Honorable Soipan Tuya attends the second Council of Ministers meeting in Malindi. CDF attends Mozambique National Day and Armed Forces Day celebrations. Major General Muthuri Kyogo hands over leadership mantle at the Kenya Military Academy in Lanet. Kenya Defense Forces officers mentor Starehe Girls Center students. Defense College of Health Sciences conducts an academic orientation for inaugural cohort. And in sports, Base Commander Moi Air Base rallies Spitfire FC for Division 1 success. To start us off, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Honorable Soipan Tuya, together with Italy's Minister for Enterprises and Made in Italy, Honorable Senator Adolfo Asso, co-chaired the second Council of Ministers meeting at the Luigi Broglio Malindi Space Center in Malindi. The meeting focused on advancing the implementation of the Kenya-Italy bilateral agreement concerning the Luigi Broglio Space Center. Take a look.
In her address, Honorable Tuya underscored the significant role the facility has played in strengthening ties between the two nations. She emphasized Kenya's willingness to integrate into the Matei Plan for Africa, positioning itself as a model in areas such as education, training, agriculture, health, energy, water and space cooperation.
What is very impressive for me is to see the number of individuals, men and women of this country of Kenya, who are direct beneficiaries of this center in terms of the jobs created and also the opportunity that we have for training and education only means that we are going to expand the numbers.
She also expressed appreciation to the Italian government for supporting Kenya space professionals, notably through the 14 PhD scholarships awarded to Kenyans who will soon commence their studies. On his part, Minister Urso reiterated Italy's commitment to fully implementing the agreement and expressed gratitude to Kenya for its continued support.
General Charles Kahariri, the Chief of Defense Forces, participated in the 60th Mozambican National Day celebrations, also known as Revolution Day in Maputo. The event commemorates the start of Mozambique's War of Independence, and this year also marked the 60th anniversary of the Mozambique Defense Armed Forces. The celebrations, presided over by Mozambican President Filipe Nyusi, featured military parades, battle raids, and equipment displays. The event concluded with the awarding of medals to notable military heroes. As part of the ceremony, General Kahariri laid wreaths at Samora Machel's tomb and Hero Square in honor of the fallen heroes of the Mozambique Defense Armed Forces. After the celebrations, General Kahariri met with the Chief of General Staff of the Mozambique Defense Armed Forces, Admiral Joaquim Rivas Mangrese, at the Ministry of Defense headquarters, where they discussed further opportunities for partnership and collaboration. Additionally, General Kahariri paid a courtesy call to Kenya's High Commissioner to Mozambique, Ambassador Paul Ndungu, at Soma Shields, where they explored possibilities for strengthening ties between Kenya and Mozambique. Kenya Defense Forces conducted a farewell ceremony for the outgoing Defense Forces Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer Class 1 Elijah Koranga. The event, which also served as the investiture of the incoming Defense Forces Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer Class 1 Bwana Haji, took place at Defense Headquarters in Nairobi and was presided over by the Chief of Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri. Take a look.
The CDF During the event, General Kahariri praised Warrant Officer 1 Koranga for his amiable personality and his all-round success in military duty, sports and family life, acknowledging his 40 years of selfless service to the nation of Kenya and to the Kenya Defence Forces. He encouraged all service members to emulate Warrant Officer 1 Koranga.
I really appreciate kwamba especially huo wakati tulipitia wakati mgumu. I want to give you credit for making me strong, for holding all of us. And when you got a moment to breathe out, you excelled. Thank you very much. I will always respect that.
The Vice Chief of the Defence Forces, Lieutenant General John Omenda, highlighted the event as a reflection of Kenya Defence Forces' growth and professionalism, urging all personnel to maintain their high standards. Warrant Officer 1 Koranga appreciated the Kenya Defence Forces for granting him a lengthy and prosperous career. He challenged the service personnel to prioritize their family's well-being, as family is a crucial support base for the military career.
Thanks so much. I didn't know that the KDF appreciated me that much because to me, I thought I was just playing my normal role.
Defense Principal Secretary Dr. Patrick Mariro, alongside India's Defense Secretary, His Excellency Giritha Aramane, laid a foundation stone for the construction of a radiology complex at the Kenya Navy Hospital at the Kenya Navy headquarters in Mtongwe. The facility, whose construction is a joint venture by the governments of Kenya and India, is set to provide comprehensive medical services to the gallant Kenya Defence Forces soldiers and the dependents who have initially been traveling to Nairobi for such treatment.
Speaking during the ceremony, Dr. Mariro applauded the Indian government for its continuous support in enhancing the capacity and capability of the Kenya Defence Forces medical facilities. He reiterated the commitment of the Ministry of Defence to providing quality healthcare to the gallant military personnel to enhance their efficiency and effectiveness in executing their core mandate.
Ensuring the health of our personnel directly impacts their operational efficiency, and this complex will play a crucial role in achieving that objective.
On his part, His Excellency Aramane stated that India values the long-standing friendship with Kenya that dates back to several decades, with active contacts across Indian Ocean. He observed that India's medical sector has undergone a significant transformation, benefiting not only military personnel and their families, but also the general population, which has led to improved access to quality care and better health outcomes for all.
We take a short break. We'll be back in a moment.
Kenya Defence Forces Day was established in 2011 to honor the service and sacrifice of KDF troops in defending the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country. It also marks the anniversary of the KDF's incursion into Somalia under Operation Linda Nchi. It is celebrated annually on the 14th of October. This day serves to remember the fallen soldiers who paid the ultimate price to defend our nation. KDF is committed to defending the nation, maintaining peace and stability while continuing to contribute to global security efforts. Join us as we salute the courage, service and dedication of all Kenya Defence Forces personnel. Happy KDF Day.
Welcome back. The Kenya Defence Forces troops operating in Baringo County under Operation Maliza Uhalifu held a key leadership engagement with elders in Suguta Valley in order to foster coexistence among the communities. Take a look.
During the meeting, Officer Commanding Chesitet Forward Operating Base, Major Sora, noted that banditry menace has worsened community social cohesion, fueling future cycles of violence and insecurity. He called everyone to be peace ambassadors. Mr. Loribo Adomongiro, an elder from Kapau location, indicated the willingness of the community living in Suguta Valley to share the movement and grazing patterns with multi-agency security teams in order to avoid confrontations and in turn foster peace and security while optimizing resource utilization. The chiefs, assistant chiefs and elders assured of their continued cooperation with the multi-agency security team in exposing the criminals amongst them so as to ensure peace and harmony prevail within the region. The Deputy County Commissioner Suguta Office, Mr. David Emore, appreciated the renovation of various schools by Kenya Defence Forces, noting that the renovations have facilitated enrollment of children from both communities.
The Defense Headquarters Welfare and Compensation held a one-day seminar at Karen in Nairobi. The event, officially opened by the Assistant Chief of Defense Forces in charge of personnel and logistics, Major General David Keter, brought together welfare and compensation officers from the Kenya Army, Kenya Air Force, and Kenya Navy. The purpose of the seminar was to discuss their roles, responsibilities, and the challenges they face. In his opening address, Major General David Keter emphasized the dual responsibilities of military officers, noting the importance of both leadership and personnel welfare. He emphasized the essential role that welfare and compensation officers play in coordinating, monitoring, and evaluating welfare programs across the KDF. A team from the Kenya Air Force, led by Major Kate Ngaine on behalf of the Commander Kenya Air Force, Major General Fatuma Ahmed, participated in a Form 4 mentorship program at Starehe Girls Center. The program aims to provide students with valuable insights into academic success, career development, and personal growth. It covered several key topics, including exam preparation, transitioning to university life, mental health awareness, building networks, financial management, and career planning. These topics were designed to help the students prepare for life after completing their Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education.
In her speech, Major Ngaine expressed her gratitude for the opportunity to mentor the students. She urged them to remain focused, disciplined, and consistent in their studies, emphasizing the importance of academic excellence in creating diverse career opportunities.
You maintain focus, you stay determined, and you're consistent. Consistency is everything.
The school's director, Sister Jane Soita, thanked the Kenya Defence Forces for their time and contributions. The alumni representative, Joyce Waringa, encouraged the students to strive for excellence while recognizing both their strengths and weaknesses, and to approach their future with patience and determination.
Major General Muthuri Kyugu, the outgoing Kenya Military Academy Commandant, officially handed over the leadership mantle to the Academy's Chief Instructor, Brigadier Peter Muthama Kimundio, during a vibrant takeover ceremony in Lanet.
During the ceremony, Major General Kyugu expressed gratitude for his years of service to the nation and encouraged the cadets to remain committed to their training, emphasizing the importance of exemplary service and sacrifice in defending the country. Brigadier Kimondio praised Major General Kyugu for the dedication in his military career, expressing best wishes in his future endeavors. Deputy Vice Chancellor, National Defence University, Kenya, and Director Research, Innovation and Security Studies, Major General William Shume, also commended Major General Kyugu for his invaluable leadership and the high quality of training evident at the Academy.
I wish to remind you that generals never retire, and indeed, as a member of the Armored Corps, we shall always say, together we punch.
Major General Kyugu leaves the Kenya Defence Forces after 36 years of distinguished service in the Kenya Defence Forces, a period in which he held various command and staff appointments both locally and abroad. His strategic leadership and extensive experience greatly impacted the ranks under his command, leaving behind a legacy of high military standards, discipline, and professionalism.
As I leave the service, I urge all of you to work very hard, because handwork pays good dividends, and I can attest to that.
The head of delegation from the Zambia Defense Services Command and Staff College, Colonel Crispin Munachilemba, paid a courtesy call on Assistant Chief of Defense Forces in charge of Operation, Planning, Doctrine and Training, Major General Frederick Leuria at the Defense Headquarters in Nairobi earlier this week. Colonel Munachilemba, the Chief Instructor at Defense Services Command and Staff College, led a Zambian delegation of 27 faculty members and students from Defense Services Command and Staff College on a 7-day study tour in Kenya. The group includes Zambian military and police officers, as well as officers from Rwanda, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and Botswana.
During the meeting, Major General Leuria highlighted the strong ties between Kenya and Zambia, with collaboration in areas such as agriculture, education, information communication technology, and tourism. Colonel Munachilemba emphasized the significance of training exchanges in enhancing military relations between the two nations. The delegation participated in an interactive session on Kenya's national security and its approach to addressing security challenges. It also visited the National Defense College and Joint Command and Staff Colleges in Karen, where they engaged in familiarization and interaction sessions.
The Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Academic and Student Affairs at National Defense University, Kenya, Professor Anne Muigai, presided over an academic orientation for the inaugural cohort of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Military Health and the Higher Diploma in Clinical Medicine and Anesthesia programs at the Defense Forces Memorial Hospital in Nairobi. The inaugural classes consist of 13 Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Military Health students and 8 clinical officers enrolled in the Higher Diploma in Clinical Medicine and Anesthesia, all drawn from the 3 services.
In her remarks, Professor Muigai emphasized the importance of this milestone for the college, the National Defense University of Kenya, and the Kenya Defense Forces medical fraternity at large. She acknowledged the collective efforts of various stakeholders in gaining approval from regulatory agencies and encouraged students to take full advantage of this unique opportunity. She reminded them that nursing requires empathy and commitment, essential qualities for their professional success.
As we go on and beginning this particular training, you need to understand that the people you're dealing with are people and their lives are actually in your hands. Therefore, you need to develop a very strong antenna for empathy, and you also need to develop a gut feeling.
The Chief of Medical Services and Chair of the College Control Board, Brigadier Dr. Muthia Ngundo, praised the students for their selection from a large pool of applicants and encouraged them to value their educational sponsorship.
Uphold the professional code of conduct and ethos as you serve mankind with compassion and professionalism.
The principal of the college, Colonel Dr. Margaret Wamboi, affirmed the college's commitment to creating a conducive learning environment to equip students with the necessary technical skills in their fields.
The college is dedicated to producing exceptional healthcare professionals who possesses the technical skills in their field of specialization, be it nursing, be it the clinical officers, and all the other academic programs that we shall bring on board.
The Commander, Kenya Air Force, Major General Fatuma Ahmed, officially opened a 3-day logistics officers seminar at Moi Air Base. The seminar brought together logistics officers from various Kenya Air Force formations to discuss key aspects of their roles and responsibilities.
During the opening session, the Commander Logistics Command, Colonel Benedetta Kikech, emphasized the critical role of logistics in warfare, noting its impact at the strategic, operational, and tactical levels. She highlighted that effective logistics are essential for the success of military operations. In her address, Major General Ahmed stressed the importance of collaborative discussions among officers to address leadership challenges at different levels. She encouraged the participants to engage in constructive criticism to improve their performance and effectiveness.
And in sports, This week, the base commander, Moi Air Base Brigadier Bernard Olwach, unveiled Spitfire FC at the Moi Air Base Stadium ahead of the 2024-2025 Division 1 Football League season. Spitfire FC, currently in Division 1, the third tier of the National Football League, finished 5th out of the 18 teams last season and claimed victory in the Bora Cup.
In his address, Brigadier Olwach congratulated the team for their achievements and urged them to strive for promotion to the National Super League this season. The event concluded with a friendly match where Spitfire FC drew 2-2 against Shofkomadare FC.
81 Tank Battalion emerged as the 2024 Armored Brigade Inter-Unit Sports Champions after a week-long event featuring various disciplines. The competition, held at 81 Tank Battalion in Lanet, brought together brigade units from Gilgil, Isiolo, and Nakuru. Participants competed in sports such as cross-country, athletics, football, basketball, handball, and volleyball, with both male and female teams represented. 78 Tank Battalion secured second place, while 86 Armored Recce Battalion and 76 Armored Recce Battalion finished third and fourth respectively.
During the closing ceremony, the Commander Armored Brigade, Brigadier Joel Arimi, commended the participants for their effort and praised the high standards of events organization. He reiterated the Army Commander's motto of physical fitness, welfare and training, and acknowledged the participants for their sportsmanship and commitment to safety. The event also served as an opportunity to the Armored Brigade to identify top sportsmen and women who will compete in the upcoming Kenya Defence Forces Interformation Sports competitions.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday for the KDF Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Patience Asambu. Goodbye.